We're going to move this out of the way because The Rock wants to say something now. We had some fun. We're going to have another kind of fun. Last week on SmackDown, Cody Rhodes, he did something to The Rock.
Did what?
The world heard it. The Rock felt it.
Oh,
Let's take a look at it.
Oh, slapped the fire out that milk belt. And The Rock whimpered too. We ain't gonna talk about that though. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah, Cody finally manned up, huh? Finally grew a pair of balls. He took a swing at The Rock. He slapped the hell out of The Rock. But what The Rock do? The Rock smiled. And then a couple of days later, Cody went on Monday Night Raw. And The Rock was waiting. The world was waiting. How were you going to respond to the biggest moment of your career, slapping The Rock? Were you going to cut an impassionate promo? What were you going to do? How were you going to respond, Cody Rhodes, to the moment that made you famous? Let's take a look.
You're gonna bring up him crying. I already know.
My mother.
I knew it.
She's the only one I got left. And I can't hand it to Dusty Rhodes, but I certainly can hand it to Michelle Rubio.
I knew he was gonna use that.
You responded by crying. You responded by crying. You gotta be. That's how you respond? Oh, I can't give the title to my daddy, so I'm gonna give the title to my mommy. I gotta give the title to my. You ain't giving anybody anything.
Hey, can't give him nothing.
Cody, The Rock doesn't want to talk to you right now, but The Rock wants to talk to one person right now, and that's your mama.
Oh,
Mama Rhodes.
Not my mama
The
Rhodes.
Rock knows that you're watching. The Rock knows you're listening. You don't know The Rock, but you're gonna know The Rock in ways that you wish you hadn't. So Mama Rose, let The Rock break it down for you and how WrestleMania is gonna go. Your son Cody took something from me, and I'm gonna make him pay. I'm gonna make your family pay, and I'm gonna make you pay. On WrestleMania Night 1, The Rock and Roman Reigns, we're gonna beat your son and we're gonna beat Seth Rollins, which puts us to Night 2. Bloodline rules, anything goes. Mama Rhodes, The Rock knows that you just can't wait for your son to finish that story. You want your son to finish that story so bad. You want your son to hand you that belt so bad, that Universal Championship, but that ain't gonna happen. That belt is gonna stay around the waist of my cousin Roman Reigns.
See about that.
And now, Mama Rhodes, you are gonna get a belt, but you're gonna get The Rock's belt.
You about to whip his
It ain't
mama?
gonna be that Universal Championship. It's gonna be this belt here, Mama Reigns.
I mean, they are in Memphis. They in Memphis. I know it's a Trick Williams thing, but you know where it came from originally.
Mama Rhodes is gonna be a belt just like this. And The Rock is gonna take this belt and he's gonna beat your son. He's gonna son, and The Rock is gonna make your son bleed. He's gonna tear his skin, tear his flesh, and he's gonna whoop him. He's gonna whoop him like a dog over.
It's that evil stepdad energy, bro. This is crazy.
And over and over again. And Mama Rhodes, your son's blood is gonna be on this belt. And when The Rock is done whooping your son, and Roman is done beating your son 1, 2, 3, The Rock is gonna take this belt full of your son's blood, and he's gonna walk over to you. Mama Rhodes, The Rock needs you sitting in the first row so the world can see. And The Rock is gonna walk right over to you, Mama Rhodes, and he's gonna hand you this belt. He's gonna hand you this belt right here. And he's gonna put it in your lap. And you're gonna be crying just like your son, and that's okay. Because then The Rock is gonna whisper in your ear, Mama Rhodes. And with all the blood on your son's belt here, and your tears on that belt, The Rock is gonna whisper in your ear, he's gonna wipe your tears away, and he's gonna say, Michelle, what can I say except you're welcome?
Wow, that's crazy. This is good though. This is really good. Thing is, the people are never going to legitimately hate The Rock like they did
If you smell
a month or two
what
ago.
the final boss is cooking.
Yo, I gotta give it to The Rock, man. Although the concert was fantastic, it was amazing, it was so much fun. But this part right here was pure cinema. I don't know what movie he's going to film because according to the rumors, he's supposed to leave after WrestleMania, film a movie, and then come back. So I don't know what that is. But if they don't film him as the main antagonist, as some type of maniacal, sadistic, like killer or something like that in some type of thriller movie, this is a missed opportunity because I got all of that out of this scene right here. I know The Rock was a heel before. I was alive when that happened. I watched it, but I've never felt like this level of fear coming out of the things he was saying as I did right here. And I think as he's a heel right now, if somebody had him in a movie as some type of sadistic killer or something like that, that would be perfect to match up with who he is in WWE right now. Of course, he's not a killer in WWE. I get that, but it gives me that Riddler feel from the Batman, not the Jim Carrey one, but the Paul Dano Ridley. But at the end of the day, I also feel like that, of course, Cody and Seth is going to lose night one. We're going to have the bloodline rules on night two. And I think that Cody at some point is going to use that belt to beat up The Rock and beat up parts of the bloodline, which will, get him back for talking bad about his mom, which will be a great moment in itself. But at the end of the day, I know The Rock keeps saying over and over that he's making wrestling cool, and there's a lot of wrestling fans who disagree with it. I understand that we've been watching wrestling forever, so it's always been cool to us. But he is not lying to the people who stopped watching wrestling. He's not lying about the people who all of a sudden are starting to come back, because I've seen a lot of YouTubers now doing reactions to wrestling stuff, talking about wrestling that haven't talked about wrestling in over 20 years. So to them, he's making wrestling cool again. And when they see stuff like this, they absolutely love it. And I love it, man. I love when more people come back around to watching wrestling. I love it, even if they're here for a short period of time. Man, I just love people having fun with the things that I love to watch. But anyway, at the end of the day, what do you think about this promo? I apologize about the audio. I just built a new PC, so we're trying to work some things out here as far as the sound. I don't know why it's weird now, even with the same settings from the previous computer. We'll figure it out. I know what I'm doing. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Salute, peace, have a good day.